stoners to Benji's Smokehouse. Today we're looking at the Harmony chart. There's been a migration from Harmony to Findora, which has been rough on the Harmony chart as of lately, but it's still looking pretty good. There was a big sell-off leading up to, the end of July. A nice buy up the last few days of July from the sell-off, but then another sell-off as soon as we turned over the month of August. There is a prime to push up, it seems like, but more or less only on a short-term scale. I don't see Harmony breaking 2.5 to 3 cents, really. It keeps rejecting. It just keeps rejecting 2.5 cents. So that's how Harmony's looking. Good luck to all those team members who left Harmony over the past couple weeks. Hopefully they do well in their future endeavors. But now let's switch over to Findora, because Findora's been hot the past week or so, week and a half. It retraced a lot yesterday. It did retrace a lot yesterday from, this is even today. But it went down, from 1.5 cents all the way down to that 6, like 2/3 of a penny. Like I said, it was going to break underneath that 3/4 of a penny, and that, you wanted to get in under. It still has more gaps to fill. This, we had a rejection off of basically 11 cents, 10 cents, I still see a little bit more down in the future. Again, like I said, we still have to fill in gaps here between half a penny and up. But the migration's still happening, so trends could take it other ways. Plan accordingly if you're on the short term. If you're on the long term, like I said, there's DCA spots available. You just kind of have to be patient and wait it out. Now we'll switch over to Presearch, which is what we were looking at the past couple days as well. Nice little downturn today. Web3 unlocks have been going on, so some people have been, the withdrawals. I wouldn't necessarily call it unlocks, but the withdrawals are free to, freely open now. Before you kind of had to just like email them and say like, hey, I'm looking to, withdraw, and within a day or two you'd get your stuff. Sometimes they'd even pay the fee for you, like the gas fee for you, which is really cool. But yeah, we're a little down at the moment. We're at the bottom of our trend, so we might break down a little more. The weather widget is about to go live next week, I believe, and there's about 50,000 Presearch available in the grant package still for those who are trying to do some good to some chains and get some work done. So they're looking for people to work on some widgets. But yeah, we might still have some down, but this is leveling out. It's going to go stagnant for maybe a little bit, but again, this is a hot project, and people are sleeping on it big time. I mean, big time. A lot of people always want to talk about Brave browser, but this is just a search engine. It's not an actual browser, and you can use it with Brave browser, and the extension does fit over top of the Brave browser. Let's switch over to Unizen, which is something I've been eyeing up for the past few days. It's a DeFi ecosystem. They just secured 200 million in funding from Global Emerging Markets, which is like a $3.4 billion company. So they did put, a nice chunk of their books into Unizen here. Let's take a look at the chart. The chart's been kind of ready. It's been wanting to move. It tested and it broke, and then it came down a little bit, and then it broke out again. So I drew some lines here. This is the channel. This is your golden channel here. Anything in the blue, I recommend, not necessarily collecting, but keeping an eye on it here. If it goes above the blue, you take your profits. If it goes below this blue, you can either DCA. If it goes below this yellow, technically below this yellow and this red is where you want to really DCA. But if it rejects off this yellow, the trend is still moving up. If it breaks under the yellow, like I said, your DCA, if it breaks under the red, it'll seem like the trend is cooling, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's done. It's just where the buy orders are starting to stagnate. So this is an interesting project. Like I said, they just secured $200 million in funding. It's interesting to see where this is going to go for the rest of this week. I have not bought any yet. I'm not lying here. I have not bought any Unizen yet. I've just kind of been eyeing it up, and it seems interesting. Another fun fact about Unizen is it was rocking like $7 a token in the bull run. It dropped to down about 14 cents right around the time that right at the bottom of their rally for the bear. So they're hopefully trending up on the upward slope. I think alts are ready to like reel in the next month or so. I believe the end of August, beginning of September, we're going to see a lot of alt movement. And I believe today Unizen has a AMA. It's about 45 minutes, I think, from now. So keep an eye out for that too as well. Don't forget, Presearch does AMAs every Friday at noon on YouTube, noon Eastern Standard Time. Colin Pape goes live every Friday and will answer any question you have. Stay puffing, guys. Be safe. Happy trading.